His awkward sense of humor.
How he is always doing something exciting.
Probably his advice.
I like how he's brutally honest with me.
Well, he's just really nice. I really love him. When he says he loves me.
Probably his coaching techniques.
He plays with me a lot.
He is my biggest fan, like with everything I do.
Working with him.
He has always been an encouraging kind of guy.
Did I get to go hunting with him?
I love his dad jokes.
Maybe his diligence in the church.
Is his creativity when it comes to stuff with kids.
My favorite thing about my dad is that he's always making jokes and he's really funny.
He always tries to help me to do my best.
Always being there, you know.
He gave me a banking. The rescue song. That on Little Einstein. That song.
That is your favorite thing about your dad?
Yeah. This song that on Little Einsteins.
Golf, even though I've never really seen him play. He's got all the equipment, so someone who has all the equipment definitely has to be good at it.
Cooking.
He's good at football.
He's really good at making things out of wood.
He can be funny sometimes.
A game called Ascent is really crazy.
He's always been good with his hands, being able to fix things and teach people, you know, to value the things that you've had and put them back together, kind of minimize the amount of waste.
He's good at playing games. He's good at cutting strings with his knife.
Drawing.
I think he's really good at Monopoly.
Talking.
He had that ability to be able to, say the right thing in those moments that was needed to be said.
Farming?
Would you consider your dad to be a cowboy?
No.
He's good at paying attention.
Running very long distances, I would say.
He always makes people feel special.
Now, he's all, dads are always larger than life kind of dudes.
Sure.
So, I mean, I can't think of anything in particular that he's not real good at.
Nothing. Nothing.
No.
Giving us spankings. Giving us spankings.
Does he give you lots of spankings?
Yes.
Dressing himself. He always wears kind of like the fancy pocket squares, and he sits like this a lot, but not jokingly, on purpose.
Not talking. He's really bad about not bragging when he wins board games.
At night.
He never gets emotional when he's supposed to get emotional.
He doesn't have a lot of dad jokes he uses.
He's really bad at that little bird game where you have to follow what the birds are doing.
What the birds are doing?
Yes. That you stand up on the little things.
Yeah.
You stand up and there's two dice and one they have to, the blue dice that tells you how many seconds, and then the other dice that one tells you how what to put the bing bag on.
Ah.
I'm gonna say driving.
Sometimes driving.
But not in driving.
Saying like stuff that I understand.
He's really bad at losing.
Telling jokes.
Kind of bad at cursive.
Coming into conversations when he doesn't know what's happening.
Oh. Mostly dice games, I usually win all of them. He's bad at being brave. He's not brave at falling off a cliff. Michael, you need to clean your room. That's exactly how he sounds, too.
That's exactly.
Clean out the playroom. He says, yeah, I cleaned them. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm gonna show mercy.
Cindy, you're talking too loud.
Don't chew my fingers.
One day, he just says,
Clean your room.
and then the next day he says,
Time to clean your room. I love you, Stinky.
probably calm down.
Be quiet.
Old movie quotes. Like, honestly, he says it and he's like, oh, that's from this movie. And I'm just like, okay.
Do your best, never give up, and let God take care of the rest.
That was Doug Smith.
No, that was Dad.
Doug Smith.
No, it was Father. It was also Doug. But But then Dad was like, no, that's my son.
Is Doug Smith your father?
Mostly when he talks, I look at him, but then it goes out the other ear. Like, I don't really know what he says. Like, I'll stare at him and then I'll forget what he says.
Probably I love you.
Like every day he just tells me, he's like, you're so beautiful. And I'm like,
Now, when I was younger, I remember Dad, always just trying to tell us to make good decisions and good choices.
always be the best you can be.
He says you always have to be a friend to make a friend.
I would say the same as Ava, Buzz Lightyear.
Astronaut. Spider-Man.
Probably Bugs Bunny.
A less beefed up version of Mr. Incredible.
I'd say Groot.
Mario. A Valentine giver.
Probably Scooby-Doo.
Astronaut.
Oh no, I'm kind of leaning towards Mr. Incredible as well.
Garfield.
Does the Kool-Aid Man count?
Oh, an actor?
Oh yeah, kinda.
No, he's not an actor.
Daffy Duck.
Grumpy the Dwarf.
He'd be Goofy.
I guess me.
Are you a cartoon character?
Maybe.
What?
He would be, he'd be Popeye.
Daffy the Duck.
Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny.
That dude from Ratatouille who always criticizes people. Remember I said this about David earlier. This man here.
Love you, Dad.
I love you.
Love you, Dad.
Hi. I love you.
I love you, Dad.
I love you, Father.
I love you, Dad.
Dad, I love you.
Love you, Dad.
Love you, Dad.
I love you, Dad.
Love you, Dad.
I love you, Dad.
Love you, Dad.
Love you, Dad. I love you, Dad. I love you, Dad.
I love you, Dad.
I love you, Dad.
I love you, Dad.